us to know who we are. Today, I want to share so much with you. This is coming from my heart. Every time I speak, it's coming from my heart. I just want to say, I'm not going to take long, but I just want to say, I need us to love ourselves. I need us not to believe that we are inferior because we're black. We are more than that. We are people of African descent. We are Africans, and we all should be proud of who we are. I know for a fact that we have been taught and trained to hate ourselves and to hate each other. There's so many of us today that don't want to be black. That's why you're bleaching your skins. There's so many of us today that do not understand who we are. We were created by God. It is time now for us to unleash the power that we have. I would like to speak also about my country, Panama. See? Panama. There are so many things that's going on in my country. I'm presently here in the United States. We're also going through racism to the max. To the max. And we are not going to ignore what is happening in Panama, what is happening in Latin America, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Venezuela, everywhere. We're not going to ignore what is happening in the Caribbean. We're not going to ignore anymore what is happening in the world to the Aborigines, to the natives of this land in America. We are all suffering. And then sometimes I ask myself, why are we allowing this to happen, right? Why are we allowing this to happen? Is it because we've been trained so well that we will fight each other, but not those that have oppressed us? What I'm saying is, we hold them in high regard. When they walk in a room, we're standing, we're worshiping. It's over. It is over. What I saw this week when a white woman calling the police officer because the black man said, put the leash on the dog. She knew and understands that if I call the police, I'm not going to fight him. No need to. But if I call the police, I know what he's going to do. He's either going to beat him, arrest him, and kill him. All of above. Everything that I mentioned. This is going on in the world. Look at what's happening in China. What China's, they're doing to the Africans. Africa, I have a message for you. It is time to clean house. Please listen to me. God is showing you it is time to clean house. If we don't clean house today, we'll never, ever survive what we are going through. What I'm saying is that we need to clean house for your people to come back home to a place where they can build, where they can teach, and where they can reside. But you have to create that platform. It is time to stop taking the bribes. It is time to respect yourselves. All of us can't come back to Africa. That's the reality. So when we say come back home, that is impossible. All of us cannot come back to Africa. But one of the things that I want to say for those that's in the Caribbean and Latin America, all these killings, I'll give one example. All the killings that's going on in Jamaica and Trinidad. Stop it. This is the time now to stop and unite. This is the time now in order for us to realize what's really going on. My young people, Chicago, Pennsylvania, New York, all over the world, you're killing each other. But you know why? Do you realize why you are killing each other, trying to fight for a territory that is not even yours? Do you understand how you are getting the drugs and the arm to kill each other in your own neighborhood? Do you really understand what's going on? You are being trained and taught to do that. I just need you to listen to me today. I need you to reverse that. I need you to bring truce with each other, peace with each other. I need us now to think about what happened, what's been happening for centuries. Centuries. I want you to stop killing each other. My brothers in Congo, my brothers in Nigeria, my brothers in South Africa, all over the world. Stop killing each other. You know why? Because you are helping your oppressors to kill us. We can no longer do that. All my brothers and sisters in Panama, in Cologne, that you're shooting each other, por favor, ya no podemos hacer eso más. Matándose, ¿por qué? Y todavía están pobres. Tenemos que cambiar la mentalidad de nosotros. We have to change our mentality. The mentality that was given to us through colonialization, through slavery. One of my sisters, Pauline, said yesterday, what were we doing before the Europeans came to Africa? What were we doing? We were doing great things. My point is this. I need us to reflect. My African brothers and sisters, you are fighting through tribalism. The Igbo don't get along with the Yoruba. This one don't get along with that one. Stop. It is time to stop. You see what's going on. There's going to be a civil war in America. What I saw this morning, Mr. Omar Jimenez arrested as a CNN reporter. He asked, why are you arresting me? And you know what they said to him on his way to jail? These are orders that was given to us. Who is giving the order? That's the question. So, all of my brothers in the world, let's come to a truce. We cannot hate each other anymore. We have to rebuild our nations. We have to come to a point where we need to say to each other, enough is enough. Let's work together. Let's fight our oppressors, the very ones that's oppressing you and have you fighting with each other. While you are fighting, they are stealing. They are killing our children. We have to protect our future generation. Enough is enough. I feel that we can. My ancestors are crying out to us. You know why? Because if they were to come back today, they will say to us, what have you done? nothing. Nothing. You have done nothing. So what? You have jobs. You know what they showed me today? They showed me that a black man, as a reporter, doing his job, can be arrested. And a white man, a block away, with the same company, CNN, white, they ask, why are you here? He showed his badge. Oh, okay, go ahead. That was another provocation. The killing of Mr. Floyd was a provocation. They want you to do what you did. Why can't we just boycott? Choose a company that you want to boycott. Hurt them where it's going to hurt them. How can you expect us to watch what you did? You lynched a man in front of the world and you were not arrested. But you arrested a professional, Omar Jimenez, and his crew and take them to jail. But the white man a block away with his crew, you left him alone. See, you sending me a message. And the message is this: I don't care who you are. As long as I see black, I will kill, I will hurt, and I will destroy you. So those black people that is in positions that think that you cannot be touched, hello, they are showing you what they're capable of. You see, this country was founded on how? Genocide. They have killed our natives of this land. What is it that you think they're not capable of? They have brought us here and they have used us as commodity. And what is it that you think that they are not capable of? They are preparing for your future generation here in the United States. And you know, whenever the United States does something, you know what? The rest of the world follow, because this is open season on Africans. You can call yourself Latina. You can call yourself that you're from the Caribbean. You can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself. But you're all Africans, and you need to deal with it, and you need to see and protect who you are by knowing and understanding who you are. It is time to unveil the illusion of this world. We are at war, whether you like it or not. We have been at war from the time you came and took us from our lands and brought us here and took us to the Caribbean and Latin American and all over the world. We've been at war since. The problem is we don't know that we are at war. Solutions. The first step is to acknowledge who you are first, because we cannot work together as people of Africans from the continent and from the diaspora. We cannot work together unless we change our mindset. I know it has been centuries since you've been colonialized, and it's been going from one generation to the next, and that goes for us in the Americas. But guess what? It is time. The time is now, because I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe anymore. I've been traveling around the world teaching about exactly what is happening. But I need your help this time. I really need you to step up. Those of you that wants to ignore what's happening, step aside. But do not complain later what's coming. Love, come back. We need to have love in our black community. We are Africans and we are powerful. We have allowed those to take away our powers. It is time now to get rid of the training that you've been trained all these years, all these centuries. And I need you to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, because you still have the ability to breathe. Mr. Floyd is gone, and many others are gone, but we still have the ability to breathe. We still have the power of God in us. He gave us the tools to use, not to be allowed to be abused. And that is exactly what's happening. We are not using the power that God has given us. We are sitting back. We are allowing what's happening. Be careful what you are doing, because we have watched so many young people that are so scared and terrified. When you talk about terrorism, this is terrorism. When you talk about there are other nations and people coming to this nation, and you're talking about they are terrorizing America, what are you doing? Ask yourself, what is the definition of terrorism? That is exactly what you are doing. You are at the point now where you don't give a damn. You are showing the world you don't give a damn. As I said before, democracy, that doesn't exist anymore in America. This is a dictatorship, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. So it's time for you guys to stand up. It is time for you. I don't care where you are in the world. It is time to face your oppressors. It is time to face all that is happening. We cannot allow Minnesota alone to fight this. We need to rise, all of us. We need to rise. Now, I don't know how long this video is going to stay up, but I pray to God it stays up, because it's time for us to be the people that God created us to be. They are fighting us because they see that they're losing the battle. But we have the power to change what God wants us to change. This is the time. This is Dr. MELIDA Barrow. I'm the author of Unveiling the Illusion. The last thing I want to say, get to know who you are is important. My heart goes out to all the families over the centuries have been abusing and killing our people all over the world.
Can you see me? In the back of life's classroom with my head down. Life turned upside down to the point I don't know which way it's up now. So I walk around with my eyes to the ground, staring at my future, wishing for some hope. It's getting harder to cope in the land of the lost, as society's illusion has my mind in the kaleidoscope choke.
Love, and it's all love for you. Truth, all or nothing but the truth. Peace, we just want more peace. I'm everything that you created me to be. I am what you created, so now it's time to show the world. Oh yeah. Love, and it's it's all love for you.